In this video, we'll be covering air and metal calibration for the PaveScan 2.0 system.
Welcome to another installment of being trained on the PaveScan RDM 2.0 system. In this particular section, nice, short and sweet, we're going to show you the steps in order to calibrate our sensors, not calibration of cores or pucks or things like that that you learned about in the first part, but calibrating the sensors. And as I said from before, this is so we can calculate dielectric on site and in real time. It requires an air calibration and a metal plate calibration, which we'll go ahead and go through now. So with that, we're going to show you the main menu here and show you the steps that that needs to be done. I'm going to collect data on site, but again, it will require calibration. It found all three of my sensors here, so I'm just going to go through this. I'm going to create, new project. And my testing crew here, they created a project group called In Office. That's fine. So I'm just going to create a new project, and I'm going to call this Rob Test. Just a new project name. 3 sensors. I'm not going to worry about location. Those are all in other ones. Reference line. Again, this doesn't matter for this time, but I can say shoulder joint, for example. I'm the operator name. Again, I'm not going to worry about a lot of things here. And I'm going to hit save. And next. You can see that the sensors are warming up in the meantime. I don't have a GPS connected, so that's why you got that message, but that's fine for this particular training. Just to do a simple calibration here, I'm going to go through this thing. And again, it doesn't matter with any of this here. There's no file name for calibration. A message does pop up that I have to do an airwave and metal plate. Again, whenever you begin new projects, it is going to tell you that. And anytime you need to do one, it will again tell you that. So I have Calibrate that highlighted here. Collect is still not highlighted because I can't collect any data until I do this calibration. So again, we give you full warnings when calibration of the sensors needs to be done. So first thing is it's going to ask you is to do an air calibration. So if we step here into the front, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to this, and I need to put the sensors at least 45, or I can even do 90. Okay, but what I need is 18 inches of clearance. I can't have anybody walk in front of the sensors or anything. I just need 18 inches of clearance at a minimum. And then I come back to my screen. The air is green. So now what I do is just tap on that. And now we are doing an air calibration. Okay, so with air calibration, that takes about 20 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. And then the air button turns gray. And now we're going to do metal plate. And you see that all 3 of my sensors are green. So I come back to the front here, and I bring the sensors down back to normal position here. Included with your package is this blue bag that has a metal plate in there. This metal plate, this is what we're going to use. You'll notice a tiny little hole in the middle of this thing. And as told before, you got green lasers on every sensor. Important to keep this metal plate, one side of it scratch-free and things like that, and then put the other side down all the time. Be consistent. We have a little note here saying, it's important to do that. So that little note. So this is always going to be on top. And I'm going to line up the first, and I'm going to place it here. And notice the green laser is right in that hole. I come back around, and I press the appropriate button. And we repeat for the other 2 sensors. Just follow here. Again, using the green laser, line it up with the hole. Press the appropriate button. That takes about 10 seconds, and then the right one will still be green. And we'll just finish up with that one. So while it's calibrating, just remember that this is a very precise technology, so doing everything precisely really helps. Now we can go to collect data, and now we're on our way to setting it up to collect data and so on. So that's how you're going to calibrate air calibration and metal calibration. Those are the steps to take. All right, if you have any more questions, feel free to call us, email us. We'll be glad to answer any questions. Stay tuned, and we'll have a couple of other things, steps for other procedures.
For questions, please drop us a line at training@geophysical.com.